Every day, some workers lose or quit their jobs, and some unemployment workers are employed. These perpetual ups and downs determine a small part of the unemployment workforce. Here, I will explain a little about two basic reasons for unemployment, namely job search and wage rigidity. 1. Job search and frictional unemployment. Unemployment is caused by the time it takes for workers to find work. Because jobs require different skills and pay different wage, unemployed workers may not accept the first job offer because there is a mismatch. Second, real wage rigidity and structural unemployment. The other cause of unemployment is wage rigidity, which means that the wage make adjustments until the labor offer is equal to demand. In the equilibrium model of the labor market, as it has been explained that real wages are changing to balance supply and demand. But wages are not always flexible. Sometimes wage real reduces the clearing rate of the market. The unemployment caused by the wage rigidity is referred to as structural unemployment. Causes of this wage rigidity: 1. Minimum wage laws. Second, the monopoly power of unions. And third, efficiency wage.
Labor market experience United States and Europe. The US problem is duration time that experienced by unemployed people less than 15 weeks, and then higher job separation in younger workers because of they uncertain about their career plan, and for black people it's worse because a less access to informal job finding and discrimination, and unstable natural rate of unemployment, and there is no conclusive explanation about this change. And for European country, they're facing high growth unemployment because of their policy about jobless people. Their generous policy lack of assistance to help the unemployed get new job. And phenomenon in labor market in Europe is their work time. Their work time declines substantially in Europe, and high tax make people do underground economy. Their preferences when they use the increased productivity to leisure.
To direct migration model, a theory that I explained rural-urban migration as an economically rational process despite high urban unemployment. As they grow within an area, the bulk of new entrants to the urban labor first seem to create their own employment. Half of the employment urban population work in the formal sector. The usually self-employed workers have left formal education, are generally unskilled, and lack access to financial capital. Formal sector in development countries often has a small base in terms of output and employment. The impact of migration on the development process is much more pervasive than its exacerbations of urban employment and underemployment. Expansion of small-scale labor-intensive industry because some products, often basic consumer goods, require more labor per units of output and per units of capital than others. Eliminating factor price distortion growth of urban wages through market-based price.
The markets for the factors of production. The demand for labor. The demand for labor is traced also by supply and demand, but the labor market is different from this general market because the labor market is a derivative request. The competitive profit maximizing firm that enters in the competitive market in goods and labor. The firm only determines the number of goods in production and the number of workers needs. The production function and the marginal product of labor. The marginal product of labor, the increase in the amount of output from an additional unit of labor. The minusing marginal product, the property whereby the marginal product of an input declines as the quantity of the input increases. Value of the marginal product of input times the price of the output. The supply of labor. The trade-off between of work and leisure. The movement of labor supply is due to several reasons as 1. The change of habit. 2. Alternative change of opportunity. 3. Immigration.
Equilibrium in the labor market. This is two facts about how wages are determined in competitive labor market. 1. The wage adjusts to balance the supply and demand for labor. 2. The wage equal the value of the marginal product of labor. Wages regulate the balance of labor supply and demand. Wages equal to the value of the marginal product of labor. When the supply of labor increases, the salary that is offered at the point of labor supply equilibrium decreases. When the price of a product rises, adding labor becomes profitable. All of this is related of company profits increase in line with raising labor costs. For example, the level of labor productivity determines how much wages are received. If and labor demand. From this example, you should now have a good understanding of how wages are set in competitive labor markets. Labor supply and labor demand together determine the equilibrium weight, and see if in the supply or demand curve for labor cause the equilibrium weight to change. At the same time, profit maximization. By the firms that demand labor ensures that the equilibrium weight always equals the value of the marginal product of labor.